AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Durham Bulls and the Norfolk Tides. Division rivals do battle. Next. Number 20 will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in this last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
At the plate, Diego Sierra. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here comes the first pitch. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Ball even at 2-2. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's the key for them tonight, D-Row?
At the end of the day, besides wins and losses, this should be the only stat that matters. And that's creating runs for your team, and that's exactly what this team does, and this lineup does consistently. To a W.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Weak chopper up the line. And there are 2 away now. So coming to the plate, Geronimo Barreto. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. So striding in, Kevin Lane. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard towards center.
Find the ball.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Leadoff single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Into the box now, Tommy Davis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch on its way. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
1-1. Lane on at first, nobody out. Popped him up. And that's going to land foul. Here's the 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Now a move over to first. Runner back safely. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider.
1 ball, no strike.
Favorable call in there for a strike. Throw over to the bag. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Well, this game is still getting underway, so maybe he wasn't quite awake yet over there at first. Hate to have a guy picked off, but I guess it's better in the first than in the ninth.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike two. The 1-2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike one. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Chopped weakly to the left. Arroyo brings it in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Now batting, Clayton Pesky. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort.
Clayton Pesky.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Behind 0-2 now. Fly ball out toward left center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he's got himself a leadoff double to begin the second.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three. Now at the plate, Douglas Streeter is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Fork ball. That's in the dirt for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Here's the 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball three. Christian Arroyo will be next. Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way. And it's a full count now, 3-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
A ball and no strikes.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Popped him up. Davis on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One hit, one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Roger Cardenas. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
First baseman, Roger Cardenas.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
The 1-2.
Around it, pick up the
This
ball,
one's
pick
fluked
up the
out
ball.
toward right center field. Rios onto the grass, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Nice hit, nice hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Into the box, William Casado, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Now the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Cardenas gets his lead at first. Nobody out. This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Hit back up the middle. Arroyo's got it to second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. Stepping up to the plate, Andrés Zamora. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Here comes the first pitch. A called strike over the outside corner. Bottom of the second here with no score. And there's ball 1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Arroyo fields cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Standing in, Carlos Fernandez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Fernandez.
First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And this is strike 3 called, says Clyde Washington. Might have looked a bit low, but that's out number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. Still without a home run and 14 driven in. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Soft liner to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
That ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
In now, Diego Sierra. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 1-1 home. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Another 1-2 delivery. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Digging in the switch hitter, Dana Rios. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Dana Rios.
Weller, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. At the plate, Ruben Tejada as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Designated hitter, Ruben Tejada.
First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
When you're down here in the minors, it's all about honing your skills and getting someone to notice you. Well, I've been noticing this guy on the mound all game long, so I have to think this outing will go a long ways towards getting him some good recognition.
Stepping up now, Luis Sardinas. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Streeter is in pursuit. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Settling in now, Will Marquez. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Way in front of that fastball. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded foul. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball one. The 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Streeter is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in, Geronimo Barreto. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
How about it?
Stepping in now, Martin Macias. No balls and 1 strike. Barreto, base runner at first with 1 out. Macias is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike.
Streeter.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change it.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Lane. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Lane.
First offering on its way. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Count now a ball and a strike.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2. hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, one away. So striding forward now, Tommy Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Davis is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Push to the right side. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Now batting, left fielder, Trey Mancini.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Set and the 1-1 pitch.
Come on, get there,
Grounded back up the middle. The second for 1. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Christian Arroyo. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Lane right there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Standing in, Carlos Fernandez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that pitch catches the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we still have no score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Roger Cardenas. He singled his last time up.
First baseman, Roger Cardenas.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up on the backhand. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So digging in now, William Casado.
Right fielder number 3, William Casado.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball that just misses inside. Bases are empty, one man out. One ball, one strike, the count. Here it comes on 1-1. Missed with a slider.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Now batting, catcher.
Now at the plate, Andreas Zamora. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Diego Sierra. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Sierra.
First pitch on its way. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
Don't expect this pitcher to overthink this right here. You get an ugly swing like that, rinse and repeat.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Stepping into the box, Dana Rios.
Now batting.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Digging in and looking for more, Geronimo Barreto. Here's the first pitch to him.
Geronimo Barreto.
0-1 the count. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Ball's up,
Popped him up. Cardenas in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
1-1-1.
Back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half, and we still have no score. Now in the box, Ruben Tejada looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Tejada.
First delivery to him on the way. And he misses with a high changeup that time, a dangerous pitch. Line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out. Digging in, Luis Sardinas. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Luis Sardinas.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Oh, round it.
Shot
Find the
toward
ball.
third.
Round it.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
You know, D-Roll, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Now here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Vidal Nuno enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
The center fielder, number 24. Will
Into the box, Will Marquez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Sardinas stands at first with 1 out. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Digging in once again, Kevin Lane.
Now batting, second baseman, Kevin Lane.
First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Line to the right side. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Tommy Davis. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. From the stretch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. And And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Line toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Sardinius rounds the corner and is headed home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, some really good pitching going into the 6th inning in this one. Big RBI base hit to break through. What a pitcher's duel this been.
Yeah, Dan, the pitching's been great, but something I've been focusing on is how great the defenses have been on both sides. To push a run across in the 6th inning, let's get the bullpens fired up.
Now batting.
Now we'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back standing. Standing in now, Trey Mancini, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a snap move over to first. Back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Fernandez is there, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We're through 6 full. Tides lead it 1-0. Back here for International League Baseball on the show. We're off to the 7th inning now, but first let's have a look at our game summary to see how we got here. Leading off the inning, Clayton Pesky, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marquez giving chase. 1 out. Striding in once again, Martin Macias. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
Now a fork ball, but this will bounce near the plate for a ball. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. Hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention. A little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Macias, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
David Batista comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the seventh. Into the box now, Christian Arroyo as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
In now, Carlos Fernandez as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. The 0-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
A ball and no strikes. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Well, on the mound, he hasn't looked comfortable since the moment he came in out of the pen. Just not fluid with his delivery at all.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Three and 0 now. Here it comes. The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hit on the ground to third. He's got it to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now at the plate, Roger Cardenas due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. Macias is there, and he has it for the first out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Evan Scribner takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
The batter, right fielder, William Casado.
Stepping in now, William Casado. And that misses for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Three and 0 count. Here it comes. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. The 3-1 pitch. Full count, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Catcher, Andreas Zamora.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball in for a strike. Cutter low, 1-1. And he popped him up. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. So they go down without a whimper here. 8th inning coming up. The Bulls lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Diego Sierra, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses inside. 1-0. 1-1 the count now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Popped him up. Lane has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in, Dana Rios, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Dana Rios.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Davis is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Into the box now, Geronimo Barreto.
Number 33, Geronimo Barreto.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
Set to deal on 2-2. Drilled to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Bulls are in front here, 2-1. Steve Cordero will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Cordero.
Next will be the designated hitter, Ruben Tejada. A strikeout and a line out for him so far.
Ruben Tejada.
Here comes the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Rios will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Digging in now, Luis Sardinas. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Luis Sardinas.
First offering on its way. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Three and one.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. A full count now. On the ground softly towards second. And that's the second out. So stepping in, Will Marquez.
Center fielder number 24, Will Marquez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0. Our pitcher's duel continues here, 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Hit down the third base line. Sierra scoops it up, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. The Bulls lead it 2-1. Francisco Gutierrez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Clayton Pesky, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Now here's the pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive, and you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another snap throw to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in. Into the box, Martin Macias, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
So 1-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Mancini on the move. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. No, the call is that he trapped it.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Now batting, left fielder.
Into the box now, Douglas Streeter, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
The 0-2 delivery. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Now batting, shortstop, Christian.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Christian Arroyo. 1-0 the count. 1-0 pitch on the way. Popped him up. Cardenas over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well executed pitch there.
Now batting, catcher, Carlos Fernandez.
In now, Carlos Fernandez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's a little chopper up the middle, fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. The Bulls are in front here, 2-1. Horacio Aguila is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Horacio Aguila.
Striding in to start the 9th, Kevin Lane, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Hit hard to the right side.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
High in the air out to center field. Macias is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home 9th. Coming to the plate now, Tommy Davis. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, Trey Mancini.
Now batting, left fielder, Trey Mancini.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And don't change the channel yet, as extra bases are going to put the tying run in scoring position. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows there are no awards for successfully getting 26 outs. You need to get all 27 before you can start celebrating. That 2-out double here in the 9th, putting the equalizer on at second base. A couple of minutes ago, this thing looked like it might be over, but everything can change with 1 swing of the bat.
Now batting, first baseman, Roger.
Stepping in now, Roger Cardenas, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine.